of Manchester United discussion. I'm keen to carry that on with our next guest, because joining us in the studio right now, the star of the current #1 show on Netflix in the UK and the USA, Runaway, and of course a huge Manchester United fan who'll tell us who is the right man. Jimmy Nesbitt. Morning, Jimmy. How you doing?
Morning, Jeff. Morning, Andy.
Morning, Jim. Great to see you. Great to see you.
Nice to drop in.
Let's talk about the show first of all, shall we? Because, you know, hey, Netflix has discovered Harlan Coben big time, hasn't it? And it seems like everything they do with his novels, you know, just turns to gold. And this certainly has.
Yeah, you know, it's the third one I've done with him. I did one a few years ago called Stay Close. I wasn't familiar with his work before, but we spoke for a long time. I was away on holiday, and he was very persuasive, as I've now realised he truly is. He's a real juggernaut of a character, a great guy, very garrulous but bright, and he creates these incredible, extraordinary stories for sometimes kind of ordinary people. Into the mix he throws very complicated people. But in this story I play a guy called Simon Green. He's a successful businessman, happily married to Minnie Driver, character played by Minnie Driver, 3 kids. But we join the show 6 months after his eldest daughter, Paige, played by the brilliant Ellie DeLange, has disappeared. She's run away. She's spiraled into a world of drugs. She's been influenced by this guy, her boyfriend. I've been looking for her, unbeknownst to my wife, who said we've got to leave her and let her hit rock bottom. But I just can't let it go, because I carry guilt about why she went, despair about her being vulnerable and lost. So I get a tip off through my investigation that she's busking in a park. I go, I find her. She's barely recognisable. She's feral. I mean, her face is just ruined by the life that she's now leading. I plead with her to come home. She runs away. I get hold of her, but then her boyfriend comes in, intervenes. I beat him up quite explosively, quite brutally. It's filmed by an influencer, goes on TikTok, goes viral all over the world, and he's then plunged into a kind of a spiralling world of despair, many different stories which all collide in a typical Harlan Coben fashion.
I used to read them all, mate, and this is one of the more harrowing Harlan Coben stories, isn't it?
Yeah, no, and that's
brilliant cast, mind you. It's a fantastic
great cast, man. He's great. And Ruth Jones, who Ruth Jones, who I'd never really met before, you know, from Gavin and Stacey, and we'd never worked together before. And it's quite important, that relationship, because they have to form an unlikely alliance. And so when you do things like that, it's important that you click off camera as well as on camera, and we did. We just got on the very first time we started. The young cast members are absolutely brilliant. John Ponting, Maeve, who play the kind of the young baby-faced assassins. Ellie DeLange, who plays my daughter. So there's just a wonderful cast, and Harlan creates and Key Street Productions, who make them. Nikki Schindler, who's herself is a big red. They kind of form a family, and so that's why a few of us go back and do other ones. It's great, and Harlan is there the whole time. He's right at the end of a phone if you want to ask him anything. So it doesn't feel like work. I mean, it's relentless, but that's the privilege of it.
Because you've worked with him before, Jim, so obviously I would imagine the time it takes for you to make a decision on whether you actually want to do this is probably no doubt a lot less.
That's right. I know, because you know, I mean, you're hitting the ground running. You know, there's not. You know that it's not a world of kind of hidden agendas and secret egos. You know that everyone's in this together. They give every person in whatever department they're in has their worth, has their job, has their say, and you work as a team. So it's great. I mean, as I say, it is relentless. You know, and it's funny, you know, particularly when we're filming up in the Northwest. I mean, one of the great things about it is they film in Manchester a lot of the time. So not only was I able to be up in Manchester, which I love so much, having spent so much of my career doing cold feet up there, and obviously being a massive United fan, but my second daughter, Mary, was she was in her final year at university. So it was just great to have full access to her all the time. It was brilliant. But, you know, it's funny when you film through the seasons up there, because we started in January, filming on Saddleworth Moor, and it was as cold as I've ever known. Yeah. I mean, and you can sort of sense it's in, I think it's in episode 3, if anyone watches it. It's where I go to a funeral, and you'll see me outside a pub with Finty Williams, Judi Dench's daughter, actually. And we're doing a scene, and, you know, if you look at it, if you rewind it, look at, you can see that we are freezing. I can barely speak. But then you film through the spring, and then you're into the summer. And we were filming at Manchester University with the sun shining. So it becomes such a part of your life. You know?
Yeah. And has this one got Has it got an ending, Jim, or is it one that?
I say no, it's an ending. It's finite.
It's finite.
But I mean, Harlan's known for his twists and turns. Yeah. This has a hell of a twist.
All called page turners, you know. Talking of page turners, what do you make of all the drama at Old Trafford? Then, what was your view on Amorim going? Who do you want to come in?
I mean, it would be laughable if it wasn't so serious in a sense, you know. I mean, because it's just this never-ending revolving door now, and I felt kind of invested in him a wee bit. I liked him. I thought he had something about him that seemed, I don't know, decent and strong. But it's clearly spiraled to such an extent. I just don't know what's going on there, you know. I mean, as I say a lot to people, I say it just shows you how hard it was, and it shows you the achievements that Sir Alex had. You know, we've now had, including temporary managers, I think 11 or 12.
Yeah.
And if you look at some of those characters, you know, there's a bit of me that kind of thinks, imagine if Moyes had been given a wee bit more time. Would we be sitting here having this conversation? I don't think we would. But it seems that the top has so distanced now from the support. I just think we're so divorced from each other. I think that is an issue. I think it screams shambles to me a wee bit. And you know, but I mean, it's easy for me to say that. I'm sure it's not easy. I don't run a club, but
it's reflected, Jimmy, in a lot of the texts we've had this morning.
Really, yeah.
A lot of the texts are incredibly critical of Ineos in particular, you know, at all levels, really, rather than being critical of Ruben Amorim.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know. And, you know, and I love going to the place, and I mean, God, I'll always love going to the place, and I can't wait to get back, so I don't want to damage that anyway. No. But, you know, I just think as a fan, you just wonder when will it stop? Because, I mean, obviously we were going to be it didn't surprise, I don't think, anyone that, you know, you just can't sustain what Sir Alex is saying for all those years. And there was going to be change and all that. But now it's happening. It's been going on for quite a while, this, you know. I mean, it's like, it's sort of the inconsistency and at times, I suppose, and I hate saying it, but there's a bit of mediocrity at times about it, and it's just hard to work out, you know.
A big name, a big personality, a big CV, Jimmy, what would you like to see come through the door maybe after Darren Fletcher, should he not get it? Or are you happy to have a coach that's working?
Well, I'm available, frankly.
You might get it.
The thing is, I think Darren will be brilliant. Good. I love Darren. I've known him a long, long time. And, you know, if anyone is kind of, you can't be cut out of the same stone as Sir Alex, but, I mean, he's definitely got something about him.
Yeah.
And his, you know, I've seen him, I mean, listen, also, I mean, he had a lot. He had to persevere with it a lot and survive a lot to continue the football the way he did, and he was brilliant. His professionalism astonishing. His will to win incredible. But I've also seen him change over the years as he's moved into that coaching, and he fits it. If you know what I mean, he's able to detach himself a little bit now from, you know, being a player and getting on with people like sort of like me and all that. I mean, he's able to detach, and that's his sole focus. So I think he'll be wonderful.
Good.
To tell you the truth. And I hope he's given a wee bit of a chance. I don't know what he wants, but I tell you what, to have him step in, like, you know, tomorrow night's a big game. I mean, away to Burnley. It's like, you know, but I think I think the good thing about it is I think it's magic that he's the person that happens to be standing in the shadows there about to emerge.
Yeah, right. No, it'd be nice to see him get it. It's a tough run. Burnley, then Brighton at home in the FA Cup,
then City,
then Arsenal.
Yeah,
so it's a tough old run. Jimmy, great to see you.
You too. Thanks for
great to see you, Jimmy. Yeah, and best of luck with the show.
Don't forget, check out Runaway, available on Netflix right now. Brilliant cast, brilliant storyline as well. Coming up, we turn our attention to the mess at West Ham and the mess at Celtic with their former striker John Hartson. The good news: Rod Stewart's happy.
He's gone! He